Good afternoon, good evening, welcome folks to another cooking video where we're going to be using the Cosori Turbo Tower Pro, and we're going to be cheating today, Sharon.
Yes.
How are we going to cheat, baby?
We're going to do a quick pasta dish and we're using a jar of sauce, not homemade. That's our cheat.
Chicken pasta with a cheat garlic bread made out of a naan bread.
Yes.
In that. Double level cooking. That's where we're going today.
We don't care.
Let's see what we're cooking with. So, Jimmy and Charlotte wanted a pasta dish tonight.
Yeah.
And they wanted something which was going to be a little bit different, so we thought we'd come up with this.
Yes.
It's a cheap pasta. Call it a Fakeaway, Sharon.
Yes, so let's time it. Right, we're starting now.
Yep.
At 4 o'clock.
Right, now having a look down there, what have we got then?
I've already cooked this pasta ready because you don't need to see me make pasta. Well,
just hot water,
yeah,
innit?
boil it.
What else you got there?
I've got some tomato puree. In here, I've got some diced chicken with some Italian season already on it.
Now, we've gone for the diced chicken legs, haven't we?
Yes.
You can use the thighs.
Yeah.
The legs we found are very, very cheap. £2.99
yeah.
for a tray
yeah.
in our local supermarket.
And
that's why we've gone for them.
one tray here.
Yep.
1 whole pepper.
Bell pepper, that isn't it?
Yeah, red pepper. And 1 onion, and that, ready-made.
Arrabbiata, tomato and chilli sauce. Now, normally, people would probably use that, but we are bulking it up with our own extras, which is what we got there.
And actually, I might, when I've put it in this, because I'll be cooking, I've got 2 of these, put a bit of grated cheese on. Let's take one.
Put what?
Bit of grated cheese on.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so we're going to take
now,
this.
What about the naan breads we got here? So these are the cheap ones we've got from the supermarket.
And I've just made myself some garlic butter. I literally added crushed garlic to butter.
Now you can buy these already garlic flavoured.
Garlic and coriander, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, but we've gone for the plain ones because we're adding our own. And when you add your own, you can add more, can't you?
Oh, more garlic. More garlic, the better.
Now we're going to be using the Cosori Turbo Tower Pro, folks. This one, as you know, has got the double trace and it's also got the ceramic cooking element. So if anyone's worried about toxicity,
coating.
Yeah. If anyone's worried about the toxicity of Teflon or stuff like that, you've got none of them issues with here, and the cleanings are so much easier in there as well. Right, so should we just plonk the naan breads in there first of all? Because we're not going to cook them yet. We don't need to do it, but we can put them in there.
Well, you've got to spread garlic butter on them first.
Yeah, we can do all that, baby. You've already made that up, haven't you?
Yeah.
So how have you actually done that?
I've literally just crushed garlic into the butter, mixed it.
Now we're going to place both of them in there. They should go in all right, turning one round the other way like that. So just the right size there, 2 standard naan breads. But before we go and do that, Sharon's just going to spread this garlic butter.
A knife would be nice.
You want a knife?
Oh, always helps.
I thought you had one, baby.
No.
Let me get you one out of there. There you go.
Oh, smell of garlic.
Now this is Kerrygold butter we use, don't we?
Yeah.
It's already room softened, and literally put plenty on because you want it to soak in. Now what you could do, Shell, just as a little added treat, if you just, look, get a fork, folks, and just prick them, just like that, because when that butter heats up, it will actually melt into the naan bread itself. So there's a little trick for you there, little hack, you could say, just to get that butter running through the naan bread, so to speak, without you having to worry about it not being flavourful. So we just do both of them like that. Now, I'm not going all the way through, I'm just going through the top layer, otherwise it could run right through to the bottom end and just run through. But there you go. So we'll leave that like that. We'll put them in the...
we won't cook them just yet. We'll cook the chicken first.
We're going to do a dual timing on this, aren't we? We're just putting them in there for the moment, just to sit in there, so that we know that that simple job has been done. Right, now, with that, you've got the crisper tray here, which has got double levels, as you well know. So you can cook on 3 levels. But we're taking the... sorry, not the crisper tray, the rack out, and we're also taking the crisper tray out. And Sharon's been marinating this chicken in herbs and spices for a few hours. Yeah. And we're literally just going to poke it about in there. Not using a metal spatula, we're using the plastic one. So don't use metal in there, obviously. Now, the bottom one, all we're going to do now is just get this chicken cooking, Sharon. Yeah. Now, we've got different settings on here, as you know. We're in basket number 2 at the moment, the lower one. So we're just going to turn it on, press basket number 2. And what temperature do you want that on, Sharon?
We'll just go with that.
195 for 10 minutes. Yep. We'll leave it on the air fry. You have got a roast bake grill, reheat, dry and proof. You don't need a preheat on this. You don't need it because these heat up so efficiently, these. So we just press the go button and leave that bottom basket ticking along nicely. So that's what we're doing now. And then what we're going to do after that, bearing in mind the pasta's already cooked.
When this is nearly cooked, I'm going to just add the onions and the peppers to the chicken just to soften them. Then I'm going to stick it all in a dish, mix it with this in, and can put it in these bowls so it'll all get mixed in a bowl together.
Right, 10 minutes are up, Sharon.
Let's
have a look, see how that's done. Oh, well, that's cooked down lovely, isn't it? Can you see the herbs on them pieces of chicken, folks? Look at that, look.
And them herbs are Italian seasoning.
Right, so we're going to throw the bell pepper in now, the red bell pepper. If you wanted to, you could put yellow, green, orange,
whatever you want.
Chunkily cut onions there. That's just a standard white onion. Now, are you seasoning now or later? What are you going to do, baby?
We'll do it now.
Yeah, so we're going to put some black pepper in there and also some Himalayan pink salt. So give it a good season, folk. You'll always find Italian food, Shao, is well seasoned, isn't it?
Oh, their food's amazing.
Right, so we just give that a little bit of a stir through. And don't forget, the main bulk of this cost £2.99. That was that chicken. The rest is just stuff you've normally got in your fridge, Sharon. Right, now you've got some tomato puree there. Now, again, we don't measure this stuff out, do we? 9 times out of 10, people put about half a tube in, don't they?
That'll do.
There you go. We'll give that a little bit of a quick stir through. That just adds a bit of depth and colour to it, doesn't it? And as you can see, we're cooking this one in the bottom, folks, because in the Turbo Tower Pro, we've got the elements on the bottom and also on the top in the lower compartment. And also, bearing in mind, this is a stack air fryer. It is very easy to place in your kitchen if you haven't got a very big kitchen. Right, so now we've got this arrabbiata sauce. Again, don't forget, folks, this is a Fakeaway.
Can you put some water in there?
I can splash some water in there for you,
Thank
baby.
you.
Yeah, don't waste that in there, folks. Just have a little splash of water, not too much. Get that ready. This is my contribution to the job.
Thank you.
And we've got a blinking fly in here, which is really getting on my nerves, Sharon. There we go. Just put the lid on. Just tip that in. Give it a good mix up. And we're just going to let these peppers and onions soften. And don't forget, the pasta is already cooked, which we'll throw in about 5 minutes time. So we just whack that on basket number 2 again. We'll take that down to just 5 minutes. And then off we go. We still haven't touched the top tray yet, Shell.
No, you've got time to wash up now.
Because this thing also does cook very, very quickly because it's got 5 different fan speeds on the presets. So depending on what you're cooking, will depend on the fan speed and also the DC motor technology, apparently, which aids the cookings and gets the fan running at the right speed, not just one speed.
It's
so that's
amazing.
it. Isn't it fascinating?
Amazing.
I've taught you that, haven't I?
Oh, you've taught me so much.
So one other thing Cosori have told me is that the VSync app has been very helpful to visually impaired people. Do you see that fly, Sharon? Doing my Sweeney.
I don't see if I've got it on my. It usually tells me when it's done.
Yeah, while we've been on holiday, Sharon's got the app on her phone. We might be in a different country, and she knows when Charlotte is using the air fryer because she's got remote access to the air fryer functions while we're on holiday. So I know it's flashing on the screen, folks, but it ain't flashing in real life. It tells you we're using zone 2 at the moment, and we've only got 3 minutes cooking time left. Now, you can actually stop the cooking as well, sync or match. You can do all that there to set it up remotely.
You can use your top tray or your bottom tray, that's what that means.
Yeah, so you can do it.
Zone 1's your top tray and zone 2's your bottom tray.
You can do it all from here. You can, as I say, you can stop the cooking, but you can't start the cooking, and that happens with every air fryer. You have a cooking chart. What's the cooking chart, baby? You can choose your cut of meat, whatever meat you're putting in the air fryer. Let's say, for example, lamb. You can see whether you've got lamb chops, rack of lamb lollipops, and you can choose that. Let's say the rack of lamb, for example. You know the weight of it. You can put the weight in, and then it'll tell you what the cooking time is. So we're going 16 ounce there, and it tells you to put it on the roast mode, cook it for 19 minutes at 190 degrees C, and then you physically come to the air fryer and then start it off that way. But you can do all your app preparation on the meat. Don't leave it to guesswork.
No.
Oh, there you go. You've pulled it out straight away. Look at that. Look. That's coming on lovely. Is it ready for the pasta now?
I think it is.
Right, let me come around there then. So yeah, the VSync app is more than just an app. If you're unsure of the type of meat or the timings or the weights or whatever, and what timings to put it on to cook it, it tells you all that in the app as well.
I'm sure there's recipes on there as well.
Shall I help you out, baby?
Yeah, go on then.
Right, let's whack all that pasta in. How much pasta you got here, do you know?
No.
Just enough for that bowl.
I literally poured it in the bowl.
Yeah. Pasta's a very unique thing. And now Sharon's just going to stir all that through.
Because I knew if I fill that bowl up, I'll get 2 bowls.
Yeah. There you go. Now don't forget, we're going to cook this, but keep turning it, not unless you like a bit of a crusty top on your pasta. So we know all the cooking's done in there now. The pasta's actually cooked, as you well know. So to heat the pasta through, we're going to lower the temperature and just cook it for about another 8 minutes.
Yeah.
There you go. That's nicely gone in there. We've gone for the pasta, which has got little bits where the sauce goes in between. So let's just put that back in the air fryer for Sharon. Here we go. Look at that. That's quite a lot there, actually. So let's put that in. So we're going dish number 2 again. We're going to take the temperature down to 160, and we're going to put that time up to 8 minutes, and we'll stir it at 4. Right, we're about halfway through the 8 minutes, folks. As you can see, 4 minutes and 30. Let's just pull that out. Sharon will just give it a little bit of a toss over. There you go, that looks superb. Now, what we're going to do now is just place that in for another couple of minutes, let it just finish heating up, and then we're going to decant it into these bowls. Sharon's then going to put some grated cheese on the top, aren't you, baby?
Yes, I'm actually thinking of putting some grated cheese on the naans as well.
Oh, go on in. Grate some more. Them naan breads are still waiting there, folks, as you well know. So Sharon's going to go one step further and just grate some more cheese up.
The doorbell went, so I better see who that is.
Oh, go on in. Off you go, baby. And as if by magic, she's back. Who was it?
Dog food delivery.
Dog food delivery. Right, okay, never mind. Not takeaway.
No.
Right, okay, let's just sprinkle some more on there. As you can see, folks, a lot of people worry about heat transference between that air fryer there and that one there. Now that is cool in there, and to prove it, you don't get no heat transference. You can still see the butter still solid on there. So we've had that running at 180 or 190 degrees or whatever it is, and there's no heat transference through to there. Anyway, you're going to go along and just put some cheese on there. This is just normal cheddar, folks. I suppose you could put mozzarella on there as well, couldn't you? Buffalo mozzarella. But we're just going to go on for a little bit of English cheddar cheese there. Fully mature stuff. The stuff that's very pungent, which we like. Is that enough? Or do you want a bit more in that corner there? Look, just down there, Sharon. Perfect. Now again, these are only going to need about 2.5 to 3 minutes, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we'll just put them trays back in now. And we might as well just pull the bottom one out, shall we? And that's it, give it its final turnover. There you go, folks. That is, as you can see, that's piping hot now.
Do you know what? I think I can go straight into the dishes now. Yeah,
well, put them in the dishes. Yeah. So she's just going to get the old dishes there, folks. These, again, are oven-proof dishes. Technically speaking, you could actually serve it up as it is, couldn't you?
Yes, you could, yeah.
But we're putting it in here because we want to just add some cheese on the top to make a little crust on the top. And as you can see, the pasta, when it expands, it does go a long way. And this one's going to be for Jimmy to take to work tomorrow. There you go. Make sure you get it all out, baby. There you go. And again, these ceramic coatings in here, folks, clean up an absolute treat. Everyone we've said who's used these...
Why don't you show them how good they are? Because I need to use one of them.
What for?
To put this in to brown off.
Oh, I see. Right, okay, yeah, well, bear with me. And all we do, we don't put this top bit in there.
No.
We just give a little squirt of WD-40, I nearly said then.
But don't do that.
But no little squirt, and all Sharon does is just rub around the ceramic coating, and this comes off a treat. We always clean it when it's hot, Sharon, don't we?
Oh, yes.
And it comes off a lot easier rather than leaving it on there to bake in, so to speak. And literally just go around. It does come off really easy.
So you can see it was baked in there.
Yeah,
look.
it was baked on there, but as you can see, it's coming off nice and easy.
And I'm not rubbing hard.
No, there we go. So that will get a dunk in the hot soapy water. Always use hot soapy water, folks. It does clean and kills all bacteria, doesn't it, Sharon?
Yeah.
And as I say, we don't get water in there. Although these are dishwasher proof, we don't like the idea of possible food particles getting stuck in there. So as you can see there, one more glance, one more wipe round.
You can sort of see bits that have been missed when you had all them bubbles.
Yeah, a little rinse out, and then she'll take it over, dry it off, and then we're ready to go again. Now that took seconds, Sharon, didn't it? little wipe over. Let's get them out of your way to give you a bit of room, baby. And the bubbles on the outside, just get rid of them as well. There you go. We're just showing you basically what we do to clean them.
Yeah.
Right, so that one's going in there. Now Sharon's got some cheddar there, and she's just going to sprinkle that over the top. There we go, get it right into the corners. Better to have too much than not enough, Sharon, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Bit over here, baby. There we go. Right, that's going in. Now this
I just give it a press because the fans. I always give it.
yeah,
a good
or
press.
you could put it on the bake setting, Shao.
Yeah.
You could put it on the bake setting now, folks,
Could do.
because of that loose cheese on top. We're just going to whack it onto the bake setting now. Right, I'm going to turn it off and start again. Now the top basket we want coming on at 190, Sharon?
Yeah.
190
Yeah.
for, I'm going to do 3 minutes. Basket number 2, the one at the bottom, we're going to have that at 195, but we're going to have that for 6 minutes. And then I'm going to press the sync button, put them both on. There we go. The top one's held. That one's on for the 6 minutes. Counting down now. They'll both end up together where you'll have the naan breads, garlic bread done, and the pasta dish will be done as well. Just gives you enough time to clean up.
Look, I've done it. Look. That
Unbelievable.
bit's so fun.
Well done, baby.
And one for Jimmy for
One
lunch
for Jimmy
tomorrow.
for lunch tomorrow. They both finished together.
They did.
Right, let's have a look then. Let's get the top one open first. Oh, look at them. Oh, they look like a lovely garlic. Oh, and the smell coming off of that,
Yeah.
Sharon. They're fantastic. What a cheap bleating garlic bread that is. Look at that. No messing about making dough and all that, folks.
No.
It's a Fakeaway, Sharon.
And here we go.
Oh, look at that. Look.
Let's see if I can...
Be careful, that's hot, baby. Wow. Just look at that, folks. Let's take a closer look. Well, there they are, folks. We've done little baby Frank one and all.
Yep.
We've got a little bit of a taster there, Sharon.
Yes,
It smells absolutely fantastic, doesn't it?
it does.
Do you want to put a little bit of parmesan on there?
I've also got a garlic bread in there now for Frank.
Yep. So we just grouted up a little
We'll have a little cheeky bit in there.
bit on that one as well. Yeah, go on. Whack a little bit on theirs. That garlic bread smells fantastic, doesn't it? There you go. What a substantial Fakeaway meal that is, folks. Italiano, Shao. Fakeaway, we cheated,
Well, mamma mia.
but it was very, very cheap. So basically, we've prepared these meals here in under 30 minutes.
Yes.
Absolutely superb. So they're going to have theirs when they get in. Let's have a little taste of it, Sharon. I've got a bit of the cheese there, a bit of the pasta, a bit of the sauce, a bit of the chicken. In we go.
It's a taste sensation. You're blowing my mind.
We've never had that before. We've never done that one before,
No.
folks.
To the very
Sometimes you have your own made up recipes, which this is. All right, I brought the sauce.
But we added to it though.
I would have done that sauce of passata and added other things like more Italian seasonings.
Yeah, but
and
this is
things
a
like that.
Fakeaway. This is when
Yeah.
you don't want to do any messing about with cooking or preparing and stuff like that. You're opening the jar, you're putting some pasta in a bowl, whacking it all in the air fryer, cooking it up, and having that cheap garlic bread, which we wish we could taste, but we can't. Anyway, thank you very much for Cosori for sponsoring this video. And don't forget, folks, the link will be below this video for the best price you can get it at. And also in June, you've got some June special offers coming up as well. So do check them out as well.
Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, so do check the link out below, folks, and get this at the best value you get it at this moment in time. Anyway, we're going to put this away now. Jimmy's also got a fantastic pasta dish for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that little bit of pasta and that chicken cost £2.99, cooked swiftly in under 30 minutes in the Cosori
There you go.
Turbo Tower Pro.
Cheap, tasty meal.
This is all we've got out of it,
This
me and
is
Sharon.
cheaper than a
Look,
takeaway.
That's all we've got. We've fed everybody else.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go and get a takeaway. See you later, folks.